Test, test, test. Alright, we are live. This will be, I will be doing some TSDL review requests. Without further ado, let's get started. Before I actually start, let me just make sure the stream is working. Alright, let's begin then. So the first game I'll be going over, I'm gonna start with the first game that was requested to review. This is by Axios of Axios of Lushira's Gate. Let me see if that game is posted. Okay, Axios. One game. I assume there's only one game that he wants to see. Let's see. I never seem to win on this map. Did I have a chance of winning? Okay. Let's take a look and see if you do have a chance of winning. Alright, just a quick disclaimer. The suggestions and services that I am about to produce out of my mouth may not be what all players consider the right suggestions. So if you have any critiques about my suggestions, please seek advice from another person. Anyhow, okay, so before I start, so this is the ship map. And please let me know if the background music or my voice is too low. Alright, so ship map, let's just take a quick look at the boxes. So Axios has... Alright, well, let me see. So McLean is in the box, so pretty meta box. All these units are very good. So, unless there's some troop training or Ragnarok issues, this is a pretty solid looking box. Suevo also has a pretty nice box. Shout out to Rio. This guy, alright, I like this Suevo's box. This solo Rio without any form of faction book is very daring indeed. But anyhow, so just looking at the boxes themselves, well, this map is a good McLean map. P2 and P1 both have McLeans and Polys to kind of like counteract each other. Let's see how the pick ban goes. Elham is also really good on this map. So they both ban Elham. McLean first pick is not bad. However, the thing with McLean first pick now on some of these maps is the enemy can also, pick their own McLean or Poly to kind of like nullify that McLean early pick. But he does come out with the McLean early pick. Okay, bans out Z2 and Ham. Not a bad ban at all. He picks up his own McLean. Okay. Same ban, same pick so far. Picks up Poly. Okay, this is not a bad pick, so to speak. They can, they're trying to play some tile overriding. I think that's their strat. Bans out Elwin and SP Matthew. Elwin ban here. Okay, Elwin ban is not bad. I would personally ban Jintoki, because, yeah, Jintoki is very annoying, but nonetheless, he must be scared of Elwin for, I would say, passive walk, but McLean can play around that by dropping down water tiles. Let me turn my music down a little. Your voice is kind of low. Can you raise my mic? Alright, let me raise my mic. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Let me check. Let me turn on the mic. Hello, hello. All right. This looks. Hello, hello, hello. Check, check, check. Test, test, test. Is it still the same? Okay, cool. All right. Let's continue on then. I'm gonna assume that what I said earlier can be heard. All right. Let's keep going. Sherry. All right, not bad. Alright, Archon pick is not bad too. This is a pretty water dominant map, and Axis does not really have any tools of one-shotting Archon. Well, to be fair, he does have a Werner with there's like that passive disable attack that could one-shot Archon, but Archon is annoying. Gonna be annoying. Alright, picks up the Jhin. Rose and Annie. Annie is also a pretty, I don't want to say pretty good, but Annie can play around McClane tiles. Annie does have her teleport tiles does have higher priority over McClane's, so you could make some plays happen and play around McClane tiles. Okay, a poly pick. Okay, so at this point, let's see who we banned. TGS and IBC. Okay, I can see the IBC ban. It does make Sherry more scary. Sissy Y ban. Okay, banning the healer, the last remaining healer. Oh yeah, not a bad ban. I would personally pick. Let me see who I would pick in this situation. Sissy White is not bad here. Having some form of dispel against the stun can be potentially useful. But also picking up one of the 3 DPSs is nice. Pepsi or IBC for DPS option, and Sissy White for healer. Okay, he picked Sissy White. Okay, not that bad. Sissy White and Jhin also a really good combo. I forgot about that. Okay, he bans out Werner and Pepsi, 2 DPSs. So TJS here. Actually, let's see who he banned last time. He banned IBC and Sissy White. Okay. I don't know how well built his Jintoki is, but banning out another mage instead of Sissy White might have been also nice. Just so then your Jintoki can be pretty much unkillable. Alright, let's continue. Pepsi Lunar. TGS Teleport, also a really good playmaking. Picks out his own IBC. He's probably gonna pick Luke here. Yeah. Okay. So I think letting through these double mages, especially Luke and TGS, is I personally don't like playing against these two, just because they have the ability to go around the McClane tiles almost, so to speak. But let's see what else he could have banned. Yeah, I wouldn't have banned Pepsi here, to be honest. You have a lot of AoEs who can kind of nullify Pepsi. Again, Pepsi could bring gargoyles and end up flying over the water tile, so not the worst ban. But I personally would have banned Luke. Luke's range is very, very annoying. Okay, but I wouldn't say this is like a bad ban pick for Axis, so to speak. I do think Suevo has the upper hand, but then again, Jhin can pop off this game potentially. Alright, let's take a look at the troop choices and the skills. Let me just zoom out. One sec. Why can I not zoom out? Oh. Alright, I can't figure this out. I will come back to this in a bit. Alright. Okay, let's just take a look at the skills. Alright, Glacial's not bad. Glacial's... Well, actually, I don't know about the Glacial pick here. Okay, I'm not the best McClane player, but from my experience with McClane, against this comp at least, it might be better to pick the physical troops, simply because you do have a mage. I guess heading into McClane could be good, but actually, you know what? This is not that bad of a choice in my opinion. Alright, standard McClane loadout. Guard on Okay, sorry, no guard. Passive, okay, standard double AoE. Jintoki with Sanseas. AA, standard loadout. Rosen with Sorks. I don't think this makes her fly. So, yeah, but I'm curious what the reason for bringing Sorks is. To tank the mages, maybe? But I do think CCY can tank mages fine with, what's the other troop? The one that does the dispels on a skill cast. Alright, standard loadout. IBC with unicorns, traverse this map. Alright, pretty standard loadout. Okay, let's see this side. Alright, this is the I call this the greedy TGS loadout. The other loadout is people bring the 1C attack buff skill. I call this the greedy one because you're basically you do get the double single target. You always get a single target skill up, but you do miss out on potentially cycling your teleport with the attack skill. Alright, standard Sherry. Standard. Okay, I see actually an issue with Swavel's loadout here. It would be nice to have a form of mass attack, either with Luke or TGS. Pirate Raiders. I would actually bring the Glacials here for Swavel. But yeah, okay, AoE. Yeah, this is the interesting. Maybe the black hole does pay off, but I would have just gone full single target actually here. Alright, let's see how this plays out. Okay, turn 1 buff. How far is the range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, not the worst. I would have actually... Maybe he's playing safe. I would have actually played a little bit more aggressive here. He does have... Okay, I take that back. Swavel being P2 with Polly and McLean does give him, I guess, the tile advantage. Whatever Exes puts down, Swavel can always counter. Okay, a very aggressive teleport play. I like that. So this is one of the strengths of TGS. Teleport is a really good playmaking skill. By doing this, basically, it forces... Well, Axios has no way of actually killing Polly right now, at least one-shotting. He could push his Jintoki up, but, that basically trades his Jintoki, which is not good. He could tank the hit and pray his Sissy White doesn't get stunned, and then just dispel the stun, and then kill the Polly. That's not bad either, because he has no way of following up. Let's see what he does. Okay, so he pushes. Not the worst. Not the worst. Okay, so this is good for Axios right now. Only one person got stunned. I don't think he can get rid of the Polly right now. Okay, so he does try to get rid of some of the tiles. Again, like I said, turn 2, so Swavel does get the opportunity to also drop his tiles. I don't think McClank can kill this Polly with a normal attack. I could be wrong, though. Again, MDef is pretty low. MDef is low. So the Glacials might be able to do the damage. But again, he does not have the IBC buff. He does have only mass attack. But single target attacking this Polly probably wouldn't have killed first life, but who knows. Yeah, so Swavel does drop his own tiles. Okay. Okay, yeah, so this... Okay, so the issue with this is I don't like this play because you lose turn prio. Yes, you're probably gonna end up taking 1 life of Polly, but you lose turn prio. This lets Sherry set up. And notice how Sherry, there are some water tiles, but Sherry and Luke can both get into position. Yeah, so he's pushing up very aggressively now. Yeah, he's pushing up very aggressively. Okay, so this does kill, which is not a pretty good trade, I would say. The issue now is Shuri can... Let's see Shuri targets. You can come here and actually Shadow Raid Sissy White. There's no guard. You can Shadow Raid Sissy White and then also come up and kill IBC. Or he could go in right now, kill IBC with 3C, and also kill Sissy White. 2-for-1 trade. Okay, he does end up going one of these routes. Sissy White first. And okay, yes, he does kill IBC too. So yeah, this is a pretty bad, it's a disadvantage for Aces right now. The Jin cannot hard carry in my opinion because of the fact of these two mages. But however, this 3C here might give a good stun. Okay, pretty good damage, really good damage. 1 stun, okay. Okay, very good RNG here by Axius. But basically this will end up being Luke, TJS, McClane, VS, McClane, and Jin. So again, Suevo would have the advantage here. Oh wow. Oh, hold on, let's replay this real quick. This is a very interesting what just happened here. Okay, so he uses the act again to get rid of the tiles. Small critique. This is not that big of a critique, but you know, I don't think he needed to AA there. He could have saved the AA for a future tile placement. Alright, let's just quickly check if these McClanes are 6 stars. 6-star and 5-star McClane are very big difference. Alright, 5-star, 6-star. Alright, so Suevo does have the better McClane here. But yeah, this is not looking good for Axius. Suevo should be able to zone out Axius now. This might kill TJS. Oh, he does. Alright, wow. Guess Axius does have a chance here. This should live. Okay, yep, it does live. What does McClane have? 3C AoE, and then the Whirlpool, okay. Still has attack buff. He can move back now with Spirit Boots. Yep, and Jintoki can actually reach. The tile is literally just expired. Had he saved the act again that turn earlier, I think he could have gotten it on this turn. Okay, but anyhow. So Jintoki has no skills. Can this kill Luke first life? Or should he retreat? Problem is, he cannot retreat safely because the Luke can always reach, I think. Actually, if he moves here, Luke's range is... Yeah, Luke can still reach even if he moves here. McClane can drop. McClane has no skills aside from the single target skill. So yeah, this is a dead Jin. Well, it might not. Well, okay, it's gonna kill. Yeah, this is gonna kill. So yeah, dead Jin. And yeah, Suevo should kill. I mean, should win. Oh, okay, wind wall. This might get counter killed. Yep. Does lose 1 life. And yeah, so I think the big mistake here is not necessarily the map. I think it's the choice to do this move. The choice to summon the what is it? The infantry. Also, at least in my personal opinion, since you have Sissy White, I would actually play slower. you do want to basically get to the point in the game where you have coins to be able to act again. You can do this by kind of like staying back, albeit he does have two, mages and the threat of TP, so staying back may not necessarily be the best. But I do think he should at least try to get to a game state where he does have the ability to act again. He has two. The Sissy White Jin combo is very scary because you're able to basically get to a point where the enemy has all moved, but you can act against two people at the same time. One being Jin and the other being some other unit of your choice with Sissy White's act against skill. So that in itself is a very powerful combo. I would have saved. Yeah, I think at this point, the best point was to pull back. Because this map is very hard for Luke to traverse. And again, TGS does not have teleport up until the next turn. So hopefully you get rid of Poly and you try to hold back enemy McLean with your own Poly and McLean's tiles. But again, it's still going to be interesting, yeah. Because of this, because of losing turn pile here, this Sherry play won the game. He's able to pick up your healer and your DPS. Well, one of the DPSs. So yeah, I think losing turn pile was the major difference maker. All right, let's move on to the second game. This will be by Emerald Dragon of. So this is Green Wickle. Let's see what Emerald Dragon. Let's see if I can figure out what server he is on. Okay, I don't think I can get him. Let me see if I can find a way to get this guy. Emerald Dragon. How about the other guy? It's Banana Time. It's Banana Time. Oh, okay. It's Banana Time is on Ancient Ruins, but you don't know what server Green Wickle is on. Huh. You see if It's Banana Time has posted his games, or at least this game. If anyone in chat knows what server they are in, please let me know. Otherwise, I would have to skip. Okay, no, he did not share. Alright, then we are skipping this match. Alright, so Papa Mage versus the Lord Thy God, 2 games. We don't have time to review 2 games before reset, so I will skip this too. Okay, I'm actually going to review the Dragon Rock versus TSDL game first now. It's funny because I actually watched this game live earlier today, and I had some very strong opinions about this game. Alright, let's think TSDL should be in my friend list. Should be online actually. Okay, nah, he's not online. Where is TSDL? Okay, TSDL, 2 hours ago. Hopefully he has the game up. Okay, no, he has not. He does not have the game up. Alright, where is Dragon Rock in? Dragon Rock. Dragon Rock. What server is Dragon's Rock? Okay, Rayguard. So, let's go over Dragon Rock's games. Okay, let me go over game. Oh, interesting. So, I caught a little bit of game 1, and I thought game 1, TSDL actually ended up winning, but I guess not. Because, alright, let's just go over the BP, and I'll stop talking about what I thought earlier today. Alright. So, TSDL has a very strong, tankless, I'm not going to use the word ape, but he is very aggressive. No tanks. Not even Sissy White. Well, okay, 1 tank. And technically 2 tanks. Our Dragon's Rock has an AoE well, not necessarily. It's a pretty mixed box, but Julian Kurtz are two, I guess, not the odd ones out necessarily, but they are the two units that does, in my opinion, make this more of a, I'm not gonna say AoE focused, but the option to go AoE. Alright, first ban Z2, first pick Z2. Bans Jintoki and IBC, picks up Jintoki. Okay, the ham ban, I like the ham ban. This makes Dragon Rock not have to pick Sissy White or his own ham. But Sadao does give the ham open, so picking ham here, I would say a really good combo. Okay, he does pick the ham. Bans out the Sissy White. This does let Sadao have his, I guess, utilize his physical damage troops. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Picks up Polly. Bans out SP Matthew and Elwin. Good SP Matthew ban in my opinion. He does not have any healers, so one SP Matthew AoE is going to put him very low. Picks up his own SP Matthew, okay. Bans out Luke and Elwin, IBC. He bans out the Luke and Roz. So, I don't know if Sadao runs the Sacred Rosalia plus Divine Boot tech. But Rosalia with Divine Boot is able to actually reach turn 1 here. Nonetheless, Ham is able to outzone the Rosalia, so there's that. I don't know how that will play out because there's the chance that he can bait the Ham in to kill the Rosalia and to kill the Ham, but nonetheless, I don't think that's what, the game's not going to turn out because the Roz ban. Pepsi pick. So, just a quick note, the Julian Ham combo is very scary. If Ham goes AoE, that is. If Ham goes AoE and hits 3 people, Julian can hit hard. I think Julian gets a plus what, like 9 movement if there's like 3 enemies below HP threshold. And he's also turn 1. And right now, unless Sadao runs a Goddess tier IBC, or I guess picks up some form of healing. Well, he has no healing right now. Unless he picks up T-Jess, the Ham AoE is gonna hit someone hard. There's no way of evading that AoE is what I'm saying. Unless Sadao also, starts behind. Like, when I say starts behind, I mean like starts, these are the 3x3 blocks you can pick your, starting units, right? When I say start behind, I mean you start in the back rows or columns. Okay, so let's see who he picks. Bans out the Kurt and the T-Jess. Picks up Kagura. Kagura has really good reach. If I were to go AoE Ham, I would ban the T-Jess. The reason that being, T-Jess is able to move 1 unit out of quote-unquote AoE range, or move 1 unit out of position so that Ham AoE won't be able to hit that unit and everyone else. Assuming that Ham is able to reach turn 1. He does have Accelerated Aid as an option, so Accelerated on Ham is going to reach, we can do tower counting later in a bit. But Accelerated Aid on Ham is going to be pretty oppressive. Okay, so he opts to pick I guess a single target insurance instead of the Julian AoE. That makes sense because it is possible that Sadao can, eventually scatter his formation, so then the Ham AoE won't be able to necessarily hit a lot of people. But yeah, I do think the BP favors Dragon's Rock here. Z2, again, I've only been talking about the Julian Ham combo, but the Z2 Ham combo is also something that's very, very strong. That follow-up, either through the Sword Summon or Ham itself, is very scary. So BP-wise, I do think Dragon's Rock has a better comp here. Let's see how this plays out. Z2 with AoE, Werner with, alright, pretty standard. Annihilation as opposed to AoE. Attack, Command, Strike, AoE. Pepsi does bring Accelerated Aid. Alright, T-Jess. Fireball, okay, interesting. Fireball is for these 2 units. I think the other ones see that heal should also be able to kill. But, I don't know, maybe there's some threshold or some limit testing that TSDL has done to warrant this fireball. Alright, Kagura with the range attack. This gives her a range of 5 plus 4. The act again is 4 movement and then 2. So this is the range. Standard Jintoki, IBC with Sanseas, and alright, pretty standard. So when I was watching this game live, okay. Again, I was under the impression that he would opt for AoE Ham. I was also under the impression that TSDL would actually not put all his units up front like that. Notice he didn't bring guard 2 on the poly. So if Ham was here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. If Ham had AoE this game and he put Ham right here, all he had to do was just move here, AoE, hit these 3 people, move out. Z2 can come in next turn, teleport to Ham or Z2, and just go off. Yeah, but nonetheless, let's see how this plays out. So he goes for a turn 1 jump. Wow, one-shotted the poly. Very interesting. Still a good jump. This is gonna hurt TSDL a lot. The IVC formation only gets on Jin. It does not have Goddess Tier, so it's not gonna dispel any debuffs. He gives Accelerated to Ham. Ham's range is now the same as if he had started at like the position where Matt started. Alright, kills the Matt. Okay, I would have kept the sword actually and just used Annihilation. I don't know if this is clock or what is it? Clock or what enchant this Ham is, but I would have actually kept the sword just to get more range next turn. You know, you're gonna be able to kill the Kagura with just the Annihilation. You don't need the sword to necessarily do that, in my opinion. Well, actually, I don't know. I didn't look at the ticks, but my understanding is you can kill the Kagura without the sword drop. But, okay, actually, I take that back. The sword drop is good because you do get the immunity, and that prevents the stun. So now Poly does come in hard. I'll just take a real quick look at Jin's range. So Poly's tiles give +1 extra movement, basically, and this resets on Act again. So Jintoki is able to reach... water tile is 1 extra move penalty for inf units. So, Jin is able to move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, so this was, in my opinion, a very questionable move. I don't think in any world you would not be able to kill the Poly without a skill. This Poly is very dead. Foundex does get the, what is it called? The Soldier Tech that gives extra damage reduction. But then again, you are Z2, and I think this is a Stinger. Okay, it's not Stinger, actually. But regardless, this should be a very, very dead Poly without the skill use. You should save the skill use for hitting someone like Jintoki. So Jintoki should be able to reach this block. Oh, wait. Hold up. Isn't this water tile? How much does that act again? It's can move additional 3 blocks. Wait, I am very, very confused right now. Hold up. You can move additional 3 blocks. When a non-ally, non-flying unit, they get +1 mobility reduction. Isn't water, I thought water requires inf movement to use 2 mobility to cross. 1. But it seems like it only needs One movement? Okay, I'm very confused. Unless this is something to do with the tile of poly? Okay, I need to educate myself on this, but this is interesting. This does let Ham basically die. Yeah, no skill use needed. Yeah, so the issue now is, okay, so bad choice. Even with the defenders, oh, okay, I take that back. Then this is really an RNG issue. 4-stack Pepsi. I don't know if 4-stack Pepsi can actually with a really well-built Jin. This Jin is not the strongest, well, strongest in terms of bulk. 700 defense and a 13k HP, so it's very squishy. And this is also tier. Okay, then yeah, 4-stack Pepsi with tier might be able to offset all that DI. But this Jin is very squishy itself, so this should be a kill on normal circumstances. We can rewatch the ticks later to see if the RNG armor proc prevented some of Jin's troops from either getting 1 tick or 2 ticks. I think the case would be the 2-tick scenario, where Pepsi actually needs 3-tick Jin's troops to kill. Or Pepsi himself, if I remember correctly, Pepsi 3C follows the 10-20-10 pattern? Or is it 20-20 pattern? When I say 10-20-10 or 20-20, I mean the speed in which Pepsi's attacks land, either before and after the troops' attacks. If Pepsi's attacks hit first, then all of them would actually hit the troop. Okay, okay, so the RNG armor does save the Jin. Jin has attack first, so Jin should be able to kill the Pepsi or the Zera's first life. Okay, he kills... The opposite kill the Pepsi first life. I mean, sorry, the opposite kill Pepsi. And this should kill. Okay, so it's TGS IBC versus Werner and Zerda. I think this might be an issue with endgame closeout. Dragon's Rock should still have the advantage here. IBC has to wait 2 turns before he can get attacked first on her 3C. So Werner can push up at least next turn and use defensive stance. However, IBC could also use her AA to cycle through the talents. So I think very important here is the Z2 using that 3C up. IBC can reach. I would personally actually body block Z2, save the Werner, put Z2 here. You have another way to, yeah. Oh, actually, take that back. He can actually just end the game. I forgot about the teleport. All right. So Dragon Rock does win the game no matter what. Okay, good. In my opinion, Dragon Rock did have the better comp. The Ham and the Z2 is very, very scary indeed. But yeah, I forgot about the teleport, and I think this is well, I can't check if it's balance blade or not because he did hit the AoE within 2 rings anyways. But yeah, I think good ban pick by Dragon Rock. We will come back to game 2 for another time. It is almost reset, sorry, not reset, it's almost maintenance. So we will be kicked out of the game in a bit. And yeah, this is the end of my first ever episode of TSDL reviewing. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions in at least the way that I talk / format of how I'm reviewing this game. I do feel like I am perhaps rambling a little bit too much about um, certain interactions slash uh, tidbits of information. So do let me know where you think I am going off of a tangent, or you think this is helpful information. Without any further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.